23rd question. Calculate quartile deviation and coefficient of quartile deviation. The data has been given: class interval 0 to 8, 8 to 16, 16 to 24, 24 to 32, 32 to 40, 40 to 48, 48 to 56, and then their corresponding frequencies are given: 5, 12, 25, again 25, 35, 20, 10, 6. Solution: a class interval, we can make a table. Class interval frequency, cumulative frequency. So class interval is 0 to 8, 8 to 16, 16 to 24, 24 to 32, 32 to 40, 40 to 48, 48 to 56. Frequency is 5, 12, 25, 35, 20, 10, 16. Again we can calculate cumulative frequency. First one is 5, then 5 plus 12 becomes 17, 17 plus 25 becomes 42, 42 plus 35 becomes 77, 77 plus 20 becomes 97, 97 plus 10 becomes 107, 107 plus 6 becomes 113. Therefore capital N is total frequency value, that is 113. So we have to calculate the quartile deviation. Therefore we have to calculate only Q1 and Q3. No need to calculate Q2. So a Q1 formula is L1 plus N by 4 minus M1 by F1 into C. First we have to calculate N by 4. We can choose the Q1 class. Therefore N by 4 is 113 by 4, that is 28.25. Therefore the Q1 class becomes 16 to 24. For L1 is 16, N by 4 value is 8.25, F1 is 25, C is class interval length is 18, M1 equal to 17. That's a pre-cumulative frequency of the Q1 class. Substitute these values in this formula, we get Q1 equal to 19.6. Then we have to calculate Q3. The formula for Q3 is L3 plus 3N by 4 minus M3 divided by F3 into C. Therefore we have to calculate first 3N by 4, that is 3 times of 28.25, that is 84.75. Therefore the Q3 class becomes 32 to 40. Then therefore L3 is 32, 3N by 4 is 84.75, F3 equal to 20, M3 is 77, C equal to 8. Substitute these values in this formula, we get Q3 is 35.1. We know that the quartile deviation formula, that is Q3 minus Q1 by 2. We have to substitute Q3 value and Q1 value in this formula. We get the quartile deviation value is 7.75. And we know that coefficient of quartile deviation, the formula is Q3 minus Q1 divided by Q3 plus Q1. Therefore substitute Q1 Q3 values in this formula, we get 0.2834. The next question is 24th question. State and prove additional theorem of probability. The statement is, if A and B are two events of random experiment and P is a probability function, then P of A union B equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. Proof. Case 1. First case is, suppose A intersection B is empty. Let A and B are disjoint, that is A intersection B is empty, therefore P of A intersection B is 0, which implies the first equation becomes P of A union B can be written P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. Suppose the second case is P of A intersection B is non-empty, which implies A union B can be written as A union B minus A. Taking probability on both sides, P of A union B equal to P of A union P of B minus A. P of A union B equal to P of A union B minus A. Therefore, which implies P of A plus P of B minus A, which is equal to P of A plus P of B minus A can be written B minus A intersection B. Therefore, which implies we get the final answer. Therefore, P of A union B equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. Therefore, from these two equations, we get P of A union B equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B.